हेलो दोस्तों, मेरे चैनल में आपका फिर से स्वागत है। आज मेरे साथ है रौनक बग्गा फ्रॉम कूलजेन इंटरैक्टिव। तो छोटा सा एक इंट्रोडक्शन देते हैं रौनक के बारे में एंड फिर बाद में गेम्स के बारे में बात करेंगे और उसके बारे में बात करेंगे कि ये क्या क्या काम कर रहे हैं। सो रौनक, ओवर टू यू, अ स्मॉल इंट्रोडक्शन अबाउट योरसेल्फ।
Cool. Hi guys, thank you Nikhil for giving this opportunity, and I think I'm glad that somebody in India is doing like spreading the words for the especially for the indies. We are the people who are not funded yet, and it's difficult to get like you can say the viewers and stuff like that. So I will give a quick introduction. I'm Raunak Bagga, CEO and founder of Coolgen Interactives. And we do make games, but we are dedicatedly to PC games and we love it and we love stories. So our major point of this company is like making a story-driven games in an effective manner.
Awesome, awesome.
I think yeah,
And
that's it. That's it.
what inspired you to start your own company, and what inspired you? So what has been the backstory of Coolgen Interactive?
Okay, I it's very interesting by the way. But like I will start with my own personal story, how I came up to this industry. That will excite many more people, I guess. Okay, so I started I did my BTech from Backstage Pass. So I that's where I got introduced to gaming industry. Like before that, I was playing games, but not into totally into it. But like later on, once I started my course and stuff like that, and when I got to know how to build a game, like mostly in first 2 years, our college was just rattling around and doing some if and buts like that, not a proper gaming thing, and we were having a lot of time. So what I did, just YouTube, Google, and start learning it, and that's how I ended up starting it too early. And actually, that's the best way to learn, I guess. Like do mistakes and learn it. That's it. So yeah, that's what I started. That's how I started it. And starting a company was a dream of my 8 years. From 8 years, like when I was eight, I was dreaming about that, like building my own brand and stuff like that. I was very passionate about it. But as my family is a middle class service people, they don't understand a business. They are like, "Ki, why don't do that?" But like I'm kind of stubborn on that kind of phase, I guess. So that's ended up being in this entrepreneurship. So Coolgen was my third company, actually the second one. The first company was Bone Game Studio. I got apart from my partner for a few reasons, but I think then I opened Coolgen, and the all inspiration about Coolgen and making a story driven a major thing for us. So we started around 2019, I guess, and it's been 3 years and difficult to survive in this industry. I would say like still we are not funded. We are bootstrapped till now, and it's very difficult to survive, man. Like I'm happy that you got the funding, especially for your Mumbai gullies. Like
Yeah.
I'm so glad. I was like at least somebody is investing on PC games. That's what I mean.
Right. And one interesting thing about your name is Cool Gen Interactive, right? So there's always a funny or interesting story behind a name. So what has been the backstory of Cool Gen Interactive? How did you come up with the name?
Oh, God, that's one of the most funniest stories, and it was random actually. So I was rattling around with the names, like around. We always have a few lists of 5 to 10 names we love, and then we choose the which is going to be the best. So I was looking for a name which is a journal name, and later on, if I expand my company to something else, the name should go everywhere. Like that wasn't my mission.
Right.
So I was like, "Ki, why don't we have something like I was relating to the Gen X, Generation X, we say, right? The young generation, youth generation. And that's what we represent because in our company, everyone is youth. And like we all learn by ourselves. Like we all are self learners. We never went to any place and learned from someone or something. It's and
Right.
even though we don't have any industry experience as well. So
Right.
that's a very unique point of our team. And I was like, it's cool, man, to have this kind of team. Like, it's very cool. So, like, that's how it come up in. Like, and then I was searching for COOLGN. That was my earlier name, but it was already taken. It is
Yeah,
very generic, like it's very you can say common sense. Like that name is very common. Definitely that will be booked. So I was like, why don't we just change the letter? Like, see,
yeah,
okay, it's pronounce the same thing
yeah.
and do the job, and it's cool, I guess. So yeah, why not?
Awesome, awesome. And you talked about your journey being completely bootstrap and not being funded, right? So, can you walk us through the journey of how a bootstrap startup or a gaming company works? What are the ways that you make money, and how do you survive?
Okay, then, like I would say for starting first 2 years, I was very stubborn and to make my own product that I was not into coming to the clientele works. Like I was very stubborn in that way. Like, no, I don't want to do that. That's
Yeah,
that's a headache. Okay, but like down the journey, even while discussing with my team and stuff, and now and then we always have to look back and check it out where we stand. So in that kind of senses, like we call it as retrospective, I think, in the industry. So
right.
while doing that, we realized that, dude, we have to somehow survive. Like, okay, we tried almost every major firm for VCs and angels and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
sometimes the terms and conditions of the investors are not matching to us. Like we don't want that
right.
kind of restrictions, and sometimes they don't like it. Or I most of the times in India specifically, I face this problem. They all want to have invest in a mobile industry, like
Right,
most of them. So
right.
that is a major concern for us. And like one of two investors, I don't want to take a name, but some investors just directly told me, if you shift to mobile today, I will invest on you. I was like, no man, sorry. You
Yeah,
can keep your money. I'll keep my PC game. I'm happy.
right, right, right.
So
I mean,
it
yeah,
happened in that way. And like you asked me how we started, like how we are surviving right now. So we ended up coming to clientele works. We
yeah,
had to do it.
yeah.
So we are not having that great clientele portfolio, but currently we are giving some solutions in Web3 industry using Unreal Engine,
Mhm.
because we know Unreal Engine and we are experts of it. So we can use it anywhere we want to. So
Right,
that's why, like, okay, we have Web3 is a new thing right now. Every industry is coming to it, and
right.
that give us a opportunity to earn some money. I like, why
Correct.
not? Let's try it out. And like, yeah, I think we started with Fiverr and Upwork, something like that. I think we are kind of stable. Not I'm not saying we are doing great,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's stable enough to survive.
yeah.
But yeah, we are trying to expand that as well. Meantime, we are also working on our amazing game. I think you already saw a trailer. It's not a trailer actually, um, but yeah, it is well, the prototype we made for IGDC showcase, and I think even your team came up and checked out our game as well.
Yeah, yeah, we did, we did. So can you walk the audience
Yeah,
through your game? And there's also cool background that you have. So what's like, what are we seeing in the background, and what is your game about?
yeah. So technically, my background itself is a game screenshot.
Exactly. Yeah,
So so the game called Tree Rusher. Okay, so it's having two unique selling points. Okay, if you say the USP,
yeah.
so one is our gameplay is linked with the meaning of a belief. That's what we are trying to do. So we are taking some random, like not actually random. Okay, we are taking some words meaning. Okay, for example, Antaryami, right? So I'm trying to explain what Antaryami meaning through our gameplay.
Okay.
So we are trying to do something like that. And the second point, we have a very beautiful story of two brothers and exploring the world of Tree Dasha. And I think the rest of the story you will get to know in the game, I guess, only, I guess.
Yeah.
But I would be happy to showcase our like the prototype we showcased in IGDC, and also some of the unique points, like the story point,
Yeah.
because what we are doing to the story is we are creating a comics, and that's we're going to represent the same style inside a game.
Right.
So if you remember the Max Payne kind of games, you remember like that. So I was like, why don't we do that? That will save like kind of cinematic time shots. Okay, because making a cinematic is a huge task. So
Right.
like that will save our time, and that's a unique. Even right now, it's a unique thing because nobody do it.
Correct.
Like, why don't we try it?
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. And I think you guys are doing some great work. I'll also leave the link for your trailer in the description if at all you have anything passed on. Guys, check out the links in the description. Follow their social media handles. They're doing some amazing work. And Ronak, you talked about this game. So, what engine are you using, and what are the challenges that you face in terms of development in the game?
Okay, I think you are asking a very wrong person. Okay, I need to call my technical guy for that.
Okay,
Okay, but yeah, because earlier I learned development earlier, so I know few stuff. I can point out few of them, but
sure.
exactly my team is handling everything. So sorry for that. So like we are using currently Unreal 5.1. We
Okay.
recently shifted to it.
Yeah.
Earlier the prototype what which you are seeing is in 4.27. That's the
Okay.
most stable version in 4, I guess, and that's what we did.
Yeah.
Okay. So and for the technical aspects, see, I don't know actually what the major difficulties they are facing because I'm into more about ideation and story. Okay,
Right.
but definitely making a open world. Technically, the 3 is going to be an kind of open world, like adventure explorer RPG kind of game
Yeah.
where you're going to explore one after other with a like kind of linear story.
Yeah.
And if we get funding, we will shift to the multi layers, but currently we can't do that.
Understood. Understood.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
one
So
question that pops up in my head is while you're working on Tridasha, okay, you're also
yeah.
doing this client work. So how do you manage the work distribution between these two?
Oh, that's most of one of the toughest job, I guess. I think even
Yes,
even you started with the clientele work, right?
correct.
Yeah. So like how we did like we distribute our time into like 50-50 kind of stuff. And suppose there's any deadlines from the clientele side, we shift our focus to clientele work and let's finish it out and then we'll work on our game.
Yeah,
And luckily, our whole team is working 7 days a week, and we all are passionate. We all are friends, so we don't take holidays. Like whenever we require something, we just take off. Otherwise, we are anyway every day we are working like that, and
right.
that's the best thing about entrepreneurship, I guess. Like working 24/7, and even then, it's not a pressure.
Right, right, right. Absolutely. And what would be your thoughts to someone who is just wanting to start off in the game development industry? They have no experience. As you mentioned, right, earlier you thought that client work might be a negative thing to do. So what led to that change, and what would be your thoughts to maybe a 20-year-old Raunak Bagga who's going to start off again?
I would say, see, like there's a lot of matter, like a lot of you can say perspectives to it. But I would want to point out few of them. Like whenever you start, you technically check 3-4 things with you. Okay, like suppose you don't. First of all, it's the whole any company is built big with the team, with its core team. So definitely that is the main point. Do you have your core team? Do you have your expertise? And do you have the team which you can rely on? Like currently, I am happy with my team, and if I'm not there, the work doesn't stop there. So that's the point we need to take care at the start because like it's very difficult, man, to get your people like that.
Yeah,
Right. And then once you have that, you need to check if you have fundings for that or not. But do you can you survive it? And if you can't, you can work in a profit sharing basis. And right now we work like that. So I told my team, dude, we have some big visions. Okay.
yeah,
And I'm going to maybe today we are not going to earn a lot, but later on, one day we will definitely going to do that. And I think that like believe in each other uh, drives that company. That would I would say that. So I think money should not be matter. Like many people just stop their startup without just because of money. And according to me, it should not be the matter a lot. Yeah, it matters. Definitely, it matters, but not in a strained way that you can't run the company. Like
right.
I learn, see, like I was earning nothing when I started this Coolgen, and we were having kind of like I have having some savings somehow or the other how. Okay, I used to do always do freelancing and stuff like that, doing if and buts here and there. So definitely I was having some savings. So that helped me out to survive for a year or two. And then once the savings are gone, and we didn't even spend a single penny on salaries. But so salaries, that is whatever we earn, we just split it our wise, and that the ratio is yours, man. Okay, I won't say that any perfect ratio. It's ratios between your understanding, I would say. So that's how we started, and like this is the major thing I faced it, like convincing your team to be with you.
Right.
Trust me, Coolgen got restarted 7 times. Okay,
Yeah.
like it's that difficult. But there was one guy with me who was stood with me throughout the 7 times transitions, and I think
Yeah.
he will be there for me for a lifetime, I hope.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's Abhinav Verma. He's my technical side, and he's my technical strong point where I can hold anything to him.
Right. Right. Awesome, man. And I think I really also vibe with you because uh, this is a very similar story that you hear in every startup, right? There are ups and downs. People, when they see from outside, they feel that everything is going right, everything is all good and all. We see these interviews, but then most of the people, they don't pay attention to the negative side. They don't pay attention to the struggles. But these struggles are something that are extremely important. Like even right now, even being a funded company, right, there are challenges that we also face on a day-to-day basis. So what are your thought processes on someone who wants to pursue the entrepreneurial journey? What are the common misconceptions according to you that come to people's mind?
Okay, like trust me, you had a very good point, man. Like many of the people just see the good things. Like there's a song of Badsha, you remember, like you, tumne mera kale, like you didn't see the like tied in a black thread, and you're seeing the Rolex in my hand, something like that, right? So I am a very bad singer. I don't want to sing it. Okay, but yeah, that is what people see. Like, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. Even the companies don't want to show the negative aspects of it.
Correct.
But what would I say? Like, see, like if you see tech talks and stuff like that, right? The talks which all the successful entrepreneurs do. Do you know what? I was having a concept. Why don't we have all the interviews of the failure startups?
Right.
Why don't we do that? Because from failures we learn more things than a success and successful thing. And
Correct.
even I would say success is a perspective. Okay,
Correct.
like one formula, one particular actions work for one person, but the
Right.
same actions doesn't mean it will work for you. Okay, so
Uh,
I would say, and I would suggest everyone, don't follow anyone. Okay, maybe he's doing great in his life by following these steps, might not work for you because the conditions are always different.
Correct.
Every person's life is different. So I would suggest, just if you want to do something in entrepreneurship, okay, and don't follow it. Okay, learn from the mistakes. I don't say don't follow the, doesn't mean you just ignore everything. You need to learn from it, and technically learn from the mistakes what people did, and always read about the failures, I would say. Like I'm
Right.
not a news guy, my father is the one, and like my father is supposed to be in that kind of aspects. He always says me, dude, this is one of the startup which is failed, just check it out, why it happened.
Right.
Always do that. That kind of studies will make your mindset. Like whenever you face a failure, you will not see as a failure, you will see as an opportunity. And see what do you mean by opportunity. It's a kind of task you do. It will get success or fail. It is up to them. It's up to the task. Sometimes you make a good game. Okay, like the perfect example is the gaming industry, right?
Yeah.
You sometimes you make a good game and amazing graphics, amazing mechanics, but at the end it fails. Like even big companies fails in that way.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if you fail or you pass. It's always matter you try.
Correct.
And I would have one mantra for me. Okay, that is my mantra. That's called 101th time. Okay.
Yeah.
So that motivates me. Even in my mobile screen, the first thing I see it's 101 time. That is
Right.
there in the mobile screen.
Right.
So that motivates me. So technically, that denotes it to one of my poetry I wrote when I was struggling. So I was a kind of poetry kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So over there, I would wrote, if you like, what happened if you fail 100 in time? Okay, you just try one more time. Maybe it might be a success. So it's something
Correct.
like that. It denotes to that kind of stuff. So never stop trying. That was, I mean, like you might be success the next step. You never know. So you take the step, then you get to know.
Correct, correct. And there's also this famous quote by Mark Cuban, right? No matter how many times you fail, you just have to be right one time. And
Exactly.
then, like, all your failures and all will look like, past and insignificant in front of what you've achieved. So
And,
I
and
very much
actually,
like
people will
that.
start seeing Rolex.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. And I very much like that thought process. And this is exactly what I keep on saying through my channel as well. This is exactly my message as well, that there will be tons of failures coming along your way. All you need to do is
Yes,
persevere through them. There will be dark times. There will be people who will come and people will leave. There will be times of despair. But if at all you're just able to keep your focus on the end line, then all of these things
exactly.
will seem insignificant once you achieve that victory. So awesome, man. Ronak, I think this was a very great interaction, and I had a personally like a really good time talking with
Oh,
you. Any parting thoughts
thank
from your side for the audience, or any sort of promotions also you want to do? Like, you want people to try out your game or something? Feel free. The stage is yours.
Yeah, sure. So I don't. The game is not live yet, but in next 3 to 4 months, we will be live in our Steam, I guess. So and there will be a free demo to available to everyone. So we are trying. We are working hard on that. So definitely, whenever it comes up, I will definitely ping Nikhil again. I will disturb him again.
No worries, no
Okay,
worries.
but
In fact, I'll tell you on
you
stream.
can
I'll tell you on
definitely
stream that I will stream your game
check out.
when it's live.
Oh
I said
my
that
God, that
whenever
will
it
be a
goes live,
glad. I will be glad to do that. I will to see it.
done, done, done.
Okay. So definitely, I will definitely give him Nikhil one of the keys. Definitely, okay.
Yeah.
And do check it out our trailer and website. Just Nikhil will just drop it in the description. Just we have a Discord channel as well. You can come and join there. And definitely, Nikhil, please come. I want to see you over there.
Done, done, done.
I'm
Right
not
away.
active yet.
Yeah.
I'm not active yet, but yeah, we are trying to build a community for that. Same.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
And definitely, I want to know more. Like Nikhil, just ping me whatever you feel after seeing the game as well. Just do that. And people just connect with me anywhere, anytime. I'm always here. And I think Nikhil and me might uh, have many more sessions like that
Right.
for sure.
Fantastic, fantastic. Ronak, thanks a lot. This was wonderful. Guys, do check out his games, check out his social media, and follow him everywhere. Join his Discord server. I'm also there. I'm also joining his Discord server right after this interview is over. So, guys, thanks a lot for
Definitely,
watching
Nikhil.
till here. And if you like this video, press the like button. If you're finding me for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss another videos from my side. My name is Nikhil Malankar. I keep on making games and gaming related content, game development related content. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye and take care.